So this is the growth pattern, which grown up more than 3.5 inches in almost like more than 10 hours. This is another live environment where you can see the entire roots were damaged, but still it is growing very intellectually. And we have been observing that a tree also should kind of use their own intelligence to bring the water from the air maturization, so that the crop that is producing will also have the same intelligence uh, in their crops and also the seeds, so that the people who are eating this one is also going to be an intellectual guys. That is what we are going to do, place 3. And we have tested with 5 people, where we put the food only from the homegrown food and grown fruits from here. And right now they are not able to digest the food outside that they are eating. So it is a verifiable evidence that people who eat the pesticides food and also the non people will say the organic, it is not actually organic when you are growing the food. It is the method that you should grow the foods where the nature advised. So we are bringing the ancient wisdom to bring back the intelligence from the foods, so which is causing the hormonal imbalance in today's world with the food that we are making. And right now all these fruits are taking my carbon dioxide, and according to my carbon dioxide and according to people surrounded, whatever they have the diseases. So the nature has an intelligence to convert the fruits that they are producing to recover their the diseases. That's what we're planning to do, the phase 3 testing. We are bringing a couple of diabetes people and also a couple of the obesity people, and making sure that their carbon dioxide are going into the fruits that we are building in. And we are doing the phase 3 testing to recover the diabetes naturally, with few yoga practices. It is nothing but to stretch the body according to the the organs that's supposed to work. So it is going to be the zero medication diabetes reversal, with the natural fruits and vegetables and the food that we are intake. And we are going to have the modern science doctor too, just to make sure that the diabetes patients are not impacting with the ancient method that we are doing. We are working with the corporate offices, corporate doctors, to make sure that we are not kind of impacting the people health. It is the 24/7 monitored under the specified licensed doctors along with the ancient modern technology. The phase 3 is going to start on the 15th of November on Kartika Purnami day. So we are going to do this large scale after this lab 3 testing done. So we are going to install our dedicated office from my Dubai Maidan Prime Minister's office, and from there we are going to start this in Washington DC, and also my own birthplace, my daughter's birthplace, which is Texas. We are going to do a large scale, at least 10,000 acres in Texas. Stay tuned for more updates, and support us with MahaaAi initiatives. And let's make the world better, and let's make the future generation better. So our goal is to reduce the fertility issues with the younger generations. We are also bringing few younger generation people to stay around in the school that we are building here, and make sure that the kids are learning the international skill sets, which is the Chinese manufacturing, Japanese robotic technologies, and American intellectuals properties. And this is the tree, the root of the tree. You have the 4 other trees which are so active too, but the one tree, one plant that I put, it doesn't have the so much greenery, but the fruits are excellent in terms of the quality. And we are sending this to lab to make sure that the lab tests are kind of approved to have this can be treated to the humans, and make sure that the human health are not impacted. So we have also we are also testing another seed here to make sure that the DNA and the intellectual will even though when we cut it, so the tree, whether it has intelligence to regrow the food when they cut back. So there are a couple of other plants that we are currently doing the research on it, especially if you look at this is the most highest uh, longest. It's currently probably around 3, 9, 12, and 15. So this is the beans that we are producing here. So these are all the beans. We're making sure that the beans are actually equivalent and more than what the meat can give the the meat can give the protein. So we are trying to make sure that the beans that we are producing here are equivalent, and let's save the cows and let's save the sheep. We can still use them as and when required, but let's try our best to reduce the meat and give the meat only to the people who is actually working on the constructions and the other areas where they require a lot of the meat. We're also working on the influencing seeds and putting them. No, no, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. We are taking out. We're doing some research on this one and putting some non-influenced cloths and influenced cloths. We are doing the two level of research. One is surrounded by a cloth which is actually produced with the cotton with the pesticides, and when I put the cloth on it, even though the cloth were made and washed many times, and you look at the you look at the look at this fruit, it is actually getting influenced. So imagine the human body is also getting influenced. So this the other one does not have any impact on their fruit and the body, and it's not getting influenced. So this is a verifiable evidence that we are still not completed this one. So currently I'm going to put this one on here and making sure that the air is sufficient enough, so that making sure that just it's not just because of the air quality. We are making sure that the air is passing all the way by just putting this one, and we are going to see the testing of this one, whether the cloths that we are wearing in today's world coming out from the lot of pesticides grown up cotton. So we are just making sure that whether the cloths are really impacting the human intelligence or not. According to my research, there are few people said that when they put some kind of dresses, maybe the attires, so they are not well during that day and they don't want to wear that shirt. That is the psychology that the place where I live in intelligence. But according to my research, it's probably because the shirt that they are wearing has more pesticides on it, and that is the reason their DNA is not working accordingly. So currently this research is all set to release to the labs, to making sure that the clothes that we are wearing are kind of having any intelligence impact, and soon we are going to make an alternative. Right now the cotton is the only one, and also there are other very few ways of kind of generating the cloths, and the cotton is heavily influenced by the pesticides. So we wanted to have other alternative which we are bringing from the ancient technology, which is a king, when he traveled along in the forest, I think it is a verifiable evidence that they used the tree root to convert the saris, which is narachira in the in Sanskrit language, maybe in the language that I live here. So we are trying to see whether the tree roots can be as an alternative for the human wearing clothes. We are currently doing the plastic alternative, and it is one of the initiatives that we have taken to have the tree alternative root alternative, and also the non-plant based cloths that we are currently working on the research. And we are also working on the smoking right now, the smoking, how it is really causing the human, and what is the influence, and how it is helping human, and how it is kind of what was the reason to introduce the smoking to this world? We are working on the root cause of the why. What was the reason that a human was really required to smoke? Uh, we are doing the second level of research on this right now. It is a verifiable evidence that the smoking that I am inhaling and exhaling is not kind of spelling badly because of the toxins that are storing in my body are taken out, and the carbon dioxide is kind of not completely influenced by the white blood cells, or maybe the lungs are completely clean. Um, so this is another uh, research that we are doing currently. We started popping up the fruits, and but still, this is the only one plant that currently I'm doing the research. You see a lot of new ones coming, and there are plenty of. This is another tree. I think probably we are working on it. There are plenty of other trees who are very taller than this, and it doesn't have a single fruit that is shown up. Not even the flowers. You can take the top to bottom. There is not even a single flower, and only one plant which is smaller than the any tree here, and but still producing food in the natural way. And we are not even influencing this with any modern medication or modern science related to modern technology, but still we are also putting a few medications just because we don't want to kill the plant just because of my research. So we did put a few modern medication, but along with the same other trees, you see the lot of the big trees uh, taller than the other trees does not uh, even started producing the flowers or the plants, but with the smallest tree in this field actually started popping up more than 10 fruits right now. And if you look at this one, we have a cow here. uh, this is a local cow. When I say local, that means every country has their own cows, which is good for them for sure. And right now this cow does have the intelligence to take out my uh, so in a general science, when the cow look at the dog, uh, eventually they try to go far away. But we are creating the intelligence of making them friends. So they are taking actually, right now it is taking the breath. It is taking the breath that is coming out of me, coming out of the dogs with the carbon dioxide, and she's going to eat some grass. And wait, wait, she's just taking your breath. Don't get scared. So we have been doing the research on whether the cow. We are going to do the research on uh, what kind of plants she's eating, depending on the person's requirement. And we are going to the lab test of the milk to see whether the person exhaling carbon dioxide and the cow is providing the food is matching with the any medications that is producing by cow. And the specialty of the cow, you see the on the spinal cord, it has a mupuramu, we call it as. So it is actually some extra meat that naturally grows up. Wait, Nana. So it has also the place where under the throat it has the gangadolu, uh, which is an extra long meat, uh, and it has a surya nadi, which is actually taking the power from the sun. So that is what the Goshastra, which is ancient technologies, talks about. And right now we are kind of producing. We are training this cow to have an intelligence to eat where based on the human carbon dioxide disease and the human carbon dioxide requirements. And we have put some plants here nearby to this cow. Example, this is a this is a tree where actually we call it as a vapor chettu in a Telugu language, and it is a verifiable evidence that this has an intelligence to clean the human teeth and avoid any gumming issues for sure. It is naturally it has the bitter taste. So we put another one in the down, in the very ground, and we are going to see the lab test that we are planning to do right now is based on the exhaling and inhaling from this cow, how intelligently these are going up. So stay tuned for the next level, and we are also putting some vegetables. This is a brinjal, and this is smallest tree, and you see it's already shown up the 4 flowers and the 1 branch, and it started popping up another 3, and we are also putting another 3 plus 3 6. So this is smallest, tiniest baby, not even less than 1 month old. It's already started popping up a lot of fruits, and we are not kind of influencing this too much right now. um, we just put a certain distance, and we wanted to see how what is the we just don't want to grow too fast, and we are doing currently research on fastest growing fruit, how it is going to negatively impact on the human intellectual. So surrounded by we put a lot of other trees and plants just next to the cow, and also the natural way of bringing the birds and the natural way of the flowers. So stay tuned for the more updates. We are working on creating the natural way of liquor, which doesn't impact any human organs, and it will also help the scientist community and the people who are addicted for the drugs. So we are going to do another level of testing by giving the natural way of liquor. We are working with the governments to do the testing. So thank you so much, friends. I know it is a very long video, but this is for the future generations. Apologies for any lengthy conversations and non topic related to the research. But stay tuned, my friends. This is Narendra Chintamu, the MahaaAi, who has the highest level of innovative intellectual property, also the G20 international partner, scientist and author, researcher, uh, worked with millions of threads of the universal truths that was keep continuing. Example, the sun rising east is actually not a truth. Sun is constant according to the modern science. We are working on the correcting the truths and giving the proper education to the future generations. Um, we are going to have the phase 3 starting from uh, starting from November 15th at Dubai, and I request the scientist community to extend your help, research knowledge, join with us in the research to give the better food to the world. And the Dubai inauguration is going to be making foods, producing the fruit from the deserts, because the world is keep expanding. I don't know how much it's going to be expand for the future generations. We should make the Dubai deserts and the UAE deserts and deserts in that matter anywhere in this world should have the most intellectual way of producing the foods out of Dubai. We started the pilot program from Dubai. Thank you so much for the Dubai government for providing an office in the Dubai office of the Prime Minister, which is Maidan. So we are going to do the lab test from Dubai to make the foods from the deserts. Thank you so much, my friends. You have a wonderful day ahead. See you soon.